We are going to be with you in less than a minute. Got a special announcement. Welcome, fellow liberators and patriots alike. I hope the audio is all right. Let's move the mic away. If we remember from last time, we had to do that. I'm excited to come to you tonight. Unfortunately, no Tom Althouse. We had an interview lined up, and we had to reschedule that. So I wanted to at least let the ones know that we're ready for a Tom Althouse interview. That we did reschedule it for 2 days from now on the 2nd, December 2nd. So we look forward to that. That is someone who they've groomed to be the leader of the cabal, or they had plans on to do so. He wrote the script that became The Matrix. So that's going to be a very interesting dive that I encourage everyone to tune in for. Very important stuff. But it is a great night tonight because we have a special treat, something that we were planning for anyways before this Tom Althouse interview. And we'll spend a couple of extra minutes on this special announcement. And that's none other than, if you saw the great and amazing thumbnail, that is our top correspondent here at Liberty Report, Kelly J. Patriot. Kelly, welcome to the set, brother, the headquarters.
Hey, Chadwick, thank you so much. God bless you. God bless America. And glad to be here. This is going to be a special announcement to just kind of roll out, let the folks know what's coming up. And that is going to be Liberty Report Live with Kelly J. Patriot. So,
yes.
And it's going to be Thursdays at 5 p.m. each week. We'll be going live, and you'll be able to follow the content and other information on makelibertygreat.com/Kelly J. Patriot. So there's a lot of videos, a lot of articles, and we're going to keep things rolling. And as we've been doing for the last several years, seek the truth and keep the faith. That's what it's all about here. Just trying to spread love and knowledge. And, I've said before, it's the last couple of years, it's kind of been like opposite day and Groundhog Day. But I think we're pretty close to that changing. And I'm excited, kind of like that old Maxine Nightingale song. Got to get right back to where we started from, and that was one nation under God, and liberty and justice for all. And I'll tell you what, these last few years, Chadwick, from California to Arizona, all around our country, you can't really trust the political system, can't really trust the legal system, and we kind of see what's going on now. But here at Liberty Report and Kelly J. Patriot, we are pro-love and pro-life as we try to spread that love and knowledge. And if you can hear me, if you can see me, that means your parents chose life. And I'll tell you what, and the Gal State pro-choice, absolutely, they choose to be responsible. There's a lot of things they can do. So as my card says, we're here to serve God's army, front lines, active duty. And we've been all around the country the last couple of years, and we'll kind of do a little run through here in a minute or two. But each week we'll be having timely topics because we need to keep you informed of what's going on around our country, not just the West Coast, all around the country and all around this crazy world that we've been having here the last couple of years. And starting out, we'll have a little chat here tonight, and also be showing you a couple videos here. Chadwick will queue up a couple videos here. And one of our main men, Jerome Davison, pastor, former NFL running back, and he's running for Congress in Arizona. And saw him and Chadwick recently. They were out to Los Angeles and had a great interview with Jesse Lee Peterson. And we'll cue that up here in a couple minutes. Also, Jimmy Levy interviewed him in Miami at Reawaken America. And he's got a timely topic and a little chat about what's going on around the world and in Israel. And tonight, by chance, is that governor's debate, and I think that's probably started it by this point, and that's going to be with Ron DeSantis, governor of Florida, and sadly to say, the governor of California, Gavin Newsom, who we refer to as Gruesome, Grusolini, etc. But COVID a couple years ago and all that, it wasn't COVID that killed California; it was Governor Newsom. So, in any case, we're living in historical and biblical times, and I've said before, if not me, who, and if not now, when. And so we're stepping up, coming, being strong. Kelly J. Patriot, Liberty Report, Chadwick, all of us. We got to get our country back and get people back with the good Lord. That's kind of our theme. And if you're ready, go ahead and play that little promo clip, Chadwick, if you could, from Jerome and his recent visit to Los Angeles and his interview with Jesse Lee Peterson. I think I'm in that clip too a little bit. So let's go ahead and play that if you can.
You are. I got that set up right now, and we are playing right now.
Perfect. Perfect.
Well, there you have it. That's pretty good stuff.
I tell you what, that was a great time in Los Angeles. Jerome, he is strong in his faith. The Holy Spirit runs through his body, through his veins, and he had I would call it a spirited talk with Jesse Lee Peterson. Not that they butted heads, but Jerome had a chance, I think, to educate Jesse a little bit. So we'll show more of his videos. We'll review those here a little bit later when we have more time. And then also, I was very pleased to meet and have a chance to interview Jimmy Levy a few months ago at Reawaken America in Miami. And I'll tell you what a strong spiritual patriot. He left Hollywood because he didn't want to be involved anymore with what Hollywood is doing, what they're doing to the children. And in fact, he was offered, I believe, about a $2 million contract. And as part of that contract, he couldn't mention God or Jesus. So Jimmy left Hollywood. And he's been singing with High Res, who, Chadwick, a lot of folks think you look like High Res. And they do a lot of great music. And we'll play his full video when we get a chance. He gave us a little jingle from the song Revolution that we've all heard and love. And you have just a short here clip on Jimmy that came out recently that gives a little background on him, his family background, and Israel and President Trump's support of Israel. Go ahead and play that, Chadwick. Appreciate it.
All right, let me get that pulled up right now. And here we are. We are playing right now.
I support veteranshousing.org. I'm an ambassador for them, trying to help veterans get housing. Do you have any veterans in your family, or what do you have to say about that?
Well, my grandparents were in the Israeli army.
Nice.
Not American veterans, but, they fought for their country, and, Israel's American ally. So
what do you think about President Trump and how much he supported Israel?
Did what no other president did for Israel, and that he should be receiving every Jewish and Israel award there possibly is. Zion, he got one award from Jexit. They were the first group to give him an award because there's so many secular left Jews that don't appreciate our culture and where it comes from and history. They just listen to whatever the liberals and left is the majority in Israel, which is sad. But as a people right now, we need to put God first. We need to read the word. We need to be listening to worship. We need to get ourselves right and then help others.
Man, that's absolutely right.
Support people like Jimmy. He's a patriot. He loves our country. He's got a good heart. He wants to protect children. He's doing the right thing. And I really, really respect him. Love him. I've kept in touch with Jimmy, and he's a great guy, and he's an example for all of us.
Yeah. Totally agree. Totally agree.
Yeah. And as I mentioned earlier, boy, these are historical and biblical times. And you know what, Chadwick? Let's go back and do a little walk through history the last couple of years and kind of how we met
Yeah.
and kind of what's been happening these last couple of years without getting into too many specifics and talking about COVID and voting, all that may get us in trouble here on YouTube. But I'll tell you what, here in California, starting in 2020, prior to the November election, we were active. We were having open California events because they were trying to shut down California. We were having Trump rallies supporting President Trump, who was going for re-election, and we won't get into that election. I think all the truth is coming out right now, so we'll just
Yeah.
once again seek the truth and keep the faith here in the meantime. And in any case, that all started out after the election. There was a little event thereafter, and I think that was on what was that date again? Was that January 6th?
Yeah. Yeah. I
I think
remember
that
that
was
day.
January 6th.
That
They
was-
mentioned January 6th a little bit, and I'm proud to say I was there. It was our Trump support group, about 20 strong. I had a chance to get out to DC to support the president and try to just stand up once again for the truth and righteousness.
Yeah.
And if you can, Chadwick, play that little clip. We'll just play just an initial portion, kind of showing you a little panoramic view of out and back of the Capitol. There was a Patriot on a stand there playing a little music, and I liken this afternoon to kind of like a picnic without the food. And from that afternoon, I knew that they were trying to twist it and portray it in a different light, and all that's coming out now. All that's coming out now. So go ahead and play a little clip, and we'll play the full one on a later version of the Report Live with Kelly J. Patriot. Thank you, Chadwick.
Yeah, absolutely. And just to let everyone know, once again, this is just a sample clip of Kelly J. Patriot's point of view on a day that he just described as a picnic without the food. And that's what it was. So let's take a look at that view right now. I'm going to bring it in as of right now.
Thank you. Wow, that's a great point. Is that true what he said? I need to find that out. No, that's what he was telling me.
If there is trained military, combat fighters,
Okay, so there you have it. That was a picnic without the food, as Kelly would say. And what do you think? I mean, it was a patriotic day, like anybody knows who was there, which was many of us across the country. We saw what they were doing to our country, so we showed up to give support. And you could see there from your point of view, there was music playing. It was a picnic without the food, like you said.
I didn't see any violence. I'll tell you what, I did see a couple of Texas flags going. There were a lot of patriots. Met a gentleman from Georgia, met people from all around the country, and it's just people that love the country. And we had a little difference of opinion with respect to the election, but once again, we won't get into that. And we'll just await to kind of, I think all that's coming out. These lawsuits against Trump, I think the boomerang is going to be coming around here real soon. So that couldn't be soon enough. So from January 6th, February, March, April, and there was a day, 4/11, the day before 4/10. I'm down in Laguna Beach with our pro-life group trying to save the babies here in California. It's demonic what they're doing out here. We went up to Sacramento and fought a bill, the Assembly Bill 2223, which they ended up passing, notwithstanding our protestation. And pursuant to that bill, you can kill babies for 28 days after birth. They call it the perinatal period. You can kill babies in California for 28 days after birth, which is basically organ harvesting, child trafficking. And if you say anything about it, if you contest it, if you push back on it, you get arrested. So that's how crazy crazy California is. And I grew up in the Midwest back in Iowa, Nebraska, Columbus, Ohio, Worthington, St. Paul, Minnesota, Woodbury there. And I'm a Midwest kid at heart, and it just torments me to see what they're doing here in California. So on that day, after being in Laguna Beach protecting the baby the day before, I heard that BLM and Antifa was going to be in Huntington Beach the next day, and that's where I was staying over in Huntington Beach. So I went down to the pier, and I met a gentleman that day that I've got to know pretty well, and that was Andrew Callahan with Channel 5 YouTube. And I happened to be in a video of his that day that's up to 3.7 million views. And that video shows me there with my all lives matter flag, all lives matter, including those babies that they're killing every day. And I had a US flag, Trump hat, and my shirt said, Jesus is my savior, Trump is my president. And just standing up for what I think is right. And I was attacked and assaulted by BLM and Antifa members. And that video with Channel 5, YouTube, Andrew Callahan, it's entitled, and all around the country that day. This now is April 11th, 2021. All around the country, they did a false flag, supposed White Lives Matter rallies in these different cities, which was basically an excuse for BLM and Antifa to come out, and they came out strong. There were a couple hundred over by the pier, and we'll review that video later at some point. But I was attacked by BLM and Antifa for standing up for our country, standing up for babies, standing up for our president, and then bloody lip. Whoops.
And might I add,
getting a little animated here. I have a tendency to wave my arms and get a little animated.
well, Kelly, might I add, not only did you get jumped by BLM, Antifa, you'll have to reposition your camera there just a little bit.
Sure.
But not only did you get jumped by these guys, you got busted up the lip with a skateboard, but then you get arrested, right?
So here's what happened. So we were there. There was a 17-year-old kid I met that day, Angus, from Huntington Beach. After kind of, licking my wounds a little bit, Andrew Callahan interviewed me saying, hey, what happened? I said, hey, they basically wanted to cancel me. And so what we did is I went and grabbed my 3-banger. And when I say 3-banger, I have a 3-banger and 4-banger. These are flags on Sherwin-Williams extendable paint poles. So I grabbed the 3-banger. We did a group prayer with Angus, a 17-year-old kid from Huntington Beach. We went back to the same corner where I just got attacked and assaulted. And while standing there doing nothing, and in the interim, they brought all the Orange County sheriffs out on horseback. They were all lining the street there. And apparently Huntington Beach police captain, whoever was in charge there, he gave an order to take down the opposition. And that was me, because I was the opposition to BLM and Antifa. And being a retired attorney, I was arrested for the first time in my life that day for purported charges, which has subsequently been dismissed. And I'll be suing Huntington Beach Police Department. They wrote me up, and they didn't even tell me when they grabbed me. But they ended up writing me up for dangerous object at a public event. And that code section says guns and knives and baseball bats. And I had my flags. And just unbelievable. That day, arrested and put in a cell, handcuffed, and just humiliated. Never happened before in my life. Put in a box, put in a cage. And then also that day was the first day in my life that I was ever called a Nazi. And that's these BLM and Antifa folks who talk about unity and everybody getting along. And I was attacked and assaulted by them. So that you can go and check out White Lives Matter, Channel 5 YouTube, Andrew Callahan, and what a day. And from that, later in April, I came out to Arizona, and I met you, not the first time out, Chadwick, but a time or two later.
Yeah.
And I came out to support Arizona and Maricopa County audit, because Arizona was the only state that was challenging the results of the 2020 election. So once again, we just were seeking the truth and wanting to know what the reality was. So I came out with Lam Tran, who was in D.C. with me. He fought with the South Vietnamese in the Vietnam War, along with the American soldiers. He fought with our troops in Vietnam. And so in any case, we came out to Arizona, to Maricopa County. We came out, I think we got there about 3 a.m, following a church service at Calvary Chapel, Chino Hills with Jack Hibbs, and then drove from there to Phoenix. And we were there as the last 2 tabulators, and the, I forget how, was it 212,000 or however many ballots? No, 2.2 million ballots or whatever it was. They had about 9 trucks, and we filmed every single truck dropping all the ballots there in Maricopa County at Veterans Memorial Coliseum. And in fact, there was a video from that day as they dropped the first 2 tabulators. They dropped the first several pallets of ballots. I ended up coming over and looking from the center of the back area, walked around, walked into the audit as a public observer and monitor. And that was the first time I met Senator Sonny Borrelli, who looked at me and said, "Who's that guy? What's he doing here?" And then I was kindly escorted out. I was a public monitor, and in fact, at least the first truck, if not the first 2 or 3, I opened the back door of the trucks as they left to make sure there were no ballots remaining in the truck, because I just we had a big concern about what was going on in Maricopa County. I met a lot of great patriots out there. It's a free state. They have open carry, and we would be out at the Veterans Memorial Coliseum. I ended up doing about a dozen trips and spent 6 weeks out there supporting the Patriots during the Arizona audit. And that's when I met you, Chadwick, and a lot of great people, a lot of great patriots there in Arizona. So they were fighting the fight, standing up. And from there, after meeting Chadwick, kind of seeing what he was doing, a couple months later, they had the Reawaken America tour in Anaheim. And I was there with a VIP ticket, but I, through Sarah Stevens, who was running for governor in the recall election against Newsom, I got Chadwick and Libertyport out to do media at the event. And then from that point on, we've had quite a run attending the Reawaken America events around the country. And one of the first events I think we attended after that, and I went with you and did media, we drove out to good old St. Louis, and Scott Kesterson had Bards Fest, first annual Bards Fest.
Yes.
And that was quite an event. And we met people like Ohio Brett, Coach Dave, Dr. Sherry Tenpenny, Dr. Carrie Madej, Tom Renz, and just a lot of patriots who were trying to get the truth out and help support our country. You interviewed Mike Lindell, and we'll have to show that picture sometime. Just a powerful picture of all of us just throwing energy and love at Mike Lindell after his interview. That was an amazing couple of days in St. Louis. And from there, we kept it rolling. We Libertyport, we were all around the country. We attended a First Nations event in Gallup, New Mexico, and supported that. And I continued to do videos and different things with Channel 5, YouTube, and Andrew Callahan. I ended up helping out a gal with her platform, Native Wisdom, Sabrina, and did that for several months. And just trying to get the.
You were a great advocate for Jake as well, all along the way.
Yeah, and in fact, ironically, I believe it was. I'll have to confirm the date. It might have been January 7th of 2022 that I was in. That I spoke to you. What date it was? I think it was right around January 6th, but there was a particular date that I was speaking to you on the phone. Jake called in from prison, and you said, "Hey, Kelly, do you want to talk to Jake?" And I said, "Sure." And so I had a chance to say hi to Jake, kind of tell him who I was, tell him what I've been doing to kind of fight the fight, supporting the Arizona audit, supporting the Arizona Patriots. And that same day that I talked to Jake from prison, I saw and met with and shared some food and drink with Aaron Babbitt.
Wow.
At Basilico's restaurant in Huntington Beach. And that's Tony Roman, who's a longtime friend and client of mine, one of my old law clients. And Tony Roman, if you got to look him up, he had an unbelievable interview with Cuomo, with CNN, Chris Cuomo. And he almost made Chris Cuomo cry. It was unbelievable.
Really good.
And you got to understand the two things that Tony did during COVID. You couldn't wear a mask into the restaurant. He wouldn't let you in. And later on, you had to show proof that you had not been vaccinated.
I love it.
So that's Tony Roman, major patriot. Basilico's restaurant in Huntington Beach, Italian restaurant. God bless him. God bless his mom, who passed away here a couple months back, and just a lot of things going on. And let me just run you down through the rest of kind of some of the history here. So from there, and doing the Reawaken America events, we started another segment through Liberty Report, and that was Kelly J. Patriot and Patriots in the Streets.
So good.
And I'll tell you what, active duty front line, and we've been out there talking to the people, kind of taking the temperature, seeing what folks have to say, what team they're on, what the issues are, that type of thing, and culminating, Chadwick, in the Super Bowl. It wasn't in Phoenix, it was in Glendale, a suburb of Phoenix, and we were out there doing a lot of interviews, talked to a lot of people, and there were a couple really notable ones that we did shorts on recently, and one of them was with Devontae Smith's brother, and Devontae Smith is a wide receiver for the Eagles, and his brother was an All-American and Heisman Trophy winner from the University of Alabama, and we'll show you the longer interview, and we'll get you the link for that here at some point. But this is a short that came out, and boy, this Devontae Smith's brother, Bam Bam, I think he kind of got red pilled from all this situation. So why don't you go in and cue that one up, Chadwick, and let's take a peek at Devontae's brother here at the Super Bowl from Glendale.
Okay, let me get that queued up. And while I'm doing that, I will just let everyone know, from my own point of view, Kelly not only is one of the greatest patriots that this country has to offer, but also is very dedicated. He shows up. That's how I met him, was him just showing up to Arizona, like over and over and over. Yeah, you showed up at the audit, and you kept coming out. Not only does he,
I support.
Not only did you keep showing up, Kelly, but you do many events throughout the week of pro-life events. You're constantly showing up where it matters. And like General Flynn says, who's someone you and I both have had the honor and pleasure to meet time and time again, is that local action
has a national impact, and we did a lot of rallies, legal immigration rallies too, Chadwick, out there in Arizona, and there's a video from that also. But we're going to pull up Devontae Smith's brother, Bam Bam, and do a short clip, and there's a longer one that he's involved with, and then there's about a 40-minute video that you can also check out from Liberty Report. So subscribe, share, like, and support Liberty Report, and we'll tell you a little bit at the end how you can do that. So,
all right, here it is.
Toilet paper is strong, and
I think everyone could hear it. I think everyone could hear it. Let's skip this ad.
Soft and strong.
There's a nice little ad for you guys.
Here we go. Here it is.
Cole, Kelly J. Patriot, look it up. Yes, sir. My friend Smith & Wesson, man. Smith & Wesson 357 Magnum. Should I go get my AR out of the car, or is this good? I'll go get my AR if you want me to.
No, this is the longer one, Chad. We want to do the short. This is not the short.
Oh, you want the short? The short. Okay, let's pull up the short.
This is the one where I was starting to interview the Kansas City Chiefs cheerleaders, and right when that happened, 3 sheriffs came up and said, "Oh, do you have a media pass?" And our buddy Roger Goodell will have to get one for Vegas. Here it is.
All right, this is what you're talking about. All right, let's pull it up. You ready? Here we go.
I never voted in my life, but
Who would you vote for if you could? If you did?
I'm gonna tell you some real shit, right? Trump did something presidents ain't never did, right? You know what that was?
His eyes are open.
Gave out free money and freed a whole lot of players.
Yeah, let him out, man.
Hell yeah.
Biden was putting him in jail for pot offenses, man. Put a lot of people in jail, and
fuck Biden, that I ain't vote for him.
No, man.
No, I ain't vote for nobody.
No, but Biden don't help the people.
Damn Biden. Get Trump back in the office.
Let's go, Brandon.
Let's go Trump.
I like that. Let's go Trump. You heard the man. Let's go Trump.
I ain't never.
All right, there it is. That was a great job you did with them. I mean, it's what we see all over the country right now is communities all alike are seeing who is good for this country and it's obvious who is not good for our country by being able to see it. So I think that was part of the plan, that we needed to see for our own eyes that just how bad it could get with the wrong leadership at the helm.
Absolutely. People are opening their eyes, opening their ears, and if so, they're figuring it out. And there's one more short that's kind of funny. I think your wife Selena put this one together, and it's cute, it's good, and it's a gal who's from Northern California, and she's not there for the Chiefs, she's not there for the Eagles. She was a Niners fan, and it kind of gives you a little twist on some of the other folks who were there at the game. And I'll tell you what, I'd say the Eagles fans are probably 60-70% Eagles fans versus Kansas City, and this is a gal who is neither. So take a look. Thanks, Chad.
All right, let's pull it up. We're gonna play that right now.
Brock Purdy, that's the 49ers, isn't it?
Oh yeah, this guy was right.
Northern California? I'm from Southern California. The Rams aren't in, the Niners aren't in, but you're here partying? Yeah. Hey, that's what we're doing. We're here to just kind of see what's going on, see who the people like. And also, do you know anything about the elections here in Arizona?
No, go Niners.
Go Niners. If I told you that Kerry Lake won, what would you say? So you're not in. All right, so these girls in Northern Cal are not educated about politics, what's going on. She's pulling for a Niners quarterback who got injured, and the Niners are knocked out. So Clay Thompson, she's going the Warriors. She's just going with the winners.
We're going to win so much.
We're gonna win so much. I agree.
You gotta love that. I think it's a little foreshadowing. I think Trump's going to win again. Not that he didn't win last time, but they should give him an extra term, another 2. In fact, in the rallies, they used to say 4 more years, and I'd say at least 4 more years. So, hey, and one more segment I'll mention. We won't play the clip right now, but you can look it up on Liberty Report, YouTube, Kelly J. Patriot. But it's entitled "Chocolate Milk Milkshake," and that relates to a little. We'll probably end up doing a little segment. We'll see. We don't want to interfere with Jerome's congressional run, but we like having a little fun too. And there's a video. It's called "Chocolate Milk Milkshake" and Dambro and Chocolinator. And we may do a little sketch comedy thing with Jerome and I. And he would, as I say in that video, we'll maybe take a peek at it later. You can take a look at it yourself in the meantime. But he's going around, damn, bro. Because at the audit, I would always be packing. And this is one reason I really like Arizona. It's a free state. It's open carry. So I would have my Smith & Wesson 357 Magnum on my hip all day long. And he would look at that and say, damn, bro. And then he came up with the phrase chocolinator. And so we may go out and have some fun with that. But that video is Chocolate Milk Milkshake. And I'll just give you a little background on it. That relates to, maybe important
Bet they're not this
show Chadwick, but that relates to Trader Joe's chocolate milk, free trade cocoa. And it's unbelievable. If you get it, put it in the freezer, 2-3 hours, you shake it up, and you got a 64-ounce chocolate milk milkshake. And I just saw a gal at Trader Joe's in Huntington Beach the other day, and I told her about it. I always get 2 at a time, put one up high in the freezer, put one down low, and she's going to go get it in 2. I'll tell you what, you want to
play the clip? I have the clip pulled up if you want to see it.
Well, let's do it. Here's what I recommend too. Do the chocolate milk milkshake, and then get some power berries. The power berries that they have, the chocolate like acai berry at Trader Joe's, darn good. If you want to play that quick, Chadwick, we got a minute. Go ahead and play that, man. We're just having some fun here, but go ahead and take a look. This is Kelly J. Patriot.
There we go. We're playing right now. Hold on, we don't got no audio. 1 second. All right, here we are.
A lot of people talk to me. This is Kelly J. Patriot. They ask me about what's this damn bro and Chocolinator. And here's what I got to say about that. First of all, this is Kelly J. Patriot from Southern California and all around the country trying to get our country back and get people back with the good Lord. So that's why I got my Kelly J. Patriot gear here. Champion for the Lord, leading the charge on behalf of the good Lord. So here's how it all went down. I met Jerome at the audit. I'm there 2A Kelly G, having a little fun, open carry, packing at the audit, having fun. Meet Jerome, former NFL player, played running back for the Raiders, and he's a pastor, loves the Lord. We both love the Lord. Team USA, Team Jesus. And he's seeing me, my friend Smith & Wesson 357, just saying hi, hanging out. He's saying, damn, bro. And then he runs for Congress, and he does this ad viral. I'm going, damn, bro. And there, I'm thinking, you know what, man? Do you know what I like? Well, I like a lot of things, but I like chocolate milk. Trader Joe's chocolate milk. And that's what it all came about, man, because I got a new invention. Nobody even thought of it. And I tell them at our local Trader Joe's, it blows them away. No one thought of it. Here's what it is. It's called, I get it so much, man. They sell out. They put it on hold for me. They put it on hold for me, man. I buy so much and it sells out. So they put it on hold. So I get at least 2 at a time. When I take them home, I put them in the freezer. At least put one in the freezer, one down low. And you got to get it cold. You got to get it cold. 2-3 hours. It freezes up. You check it a little bit, shake it. 64 ounce. It turns into a 64 ounce. Unbelievable. Chocolate milkshake. Who would have thought of that? Shake it up. Shake it up. 64 ounce. $3.99 in HB. Whatever it is where you are, that's what it is. That's right. Trader Joe's, chocolate milk, milkshake. Fair trade cocoa. Get it soon. Get it now. Get it while it's hot. Make it happen. Tell them that Kelly J. Patriot. The Liberty Report, Channel 5 Live Worldwide. Andrew Callahan. Andrew's coming back big real soon. Trader Joe's chocolate milk.
Do that.
On hold. All for the Lord. God bless America. Kelly J. Patriot. Until next time.
There you have it. That's some good stuff. That cracks me up so much. And that's stuff you can expect from Kelly J. Patriot here on Liberty Report Live.
That was good fun, Chadwick. I remember recording that at your home studio and all, and that was really fun. And just so to kind of tie things together, if you look at the thumbnail on that one, I think I had a Channel 5 shirt on. I'm doing a little Channel 5. And in that video, I mentioned about being a champion for the Lord. And that goes back to the initial video that Andrew did of Channel 5 from Huntington Beach. Mm-hmm. And he panned down to my shoes. He says, hey, those are, I forget what he said. Oh, those are kind of, neat. And I said, yeah, those are my shoes. I said, those are being a champion for the Lord. And I'm doing some clothing, Kelly J. Patriot gear. And I get champion shirts and we put crosses and put little insignias on them and just honoring the good Lord. That's all. So, I'll tell you what, that was a lot of fun, Chadwick. And so the point being of our little chat here, and this is kind of a little special announcement, just saying we got Kelly J. Patriot with Liberty Report Live coming up. It's going to be every Thursday at 5 p.m. And Thursdays, are the 5th day, and we've talked about that. And we'll chat about that more later. But, as I mentioned, make comments, like, share, subscribe to Liberty Report. And another way that you can support Liberty Report is by buying My Pillow products and using the promotional code for Liberty Report. And that code is God Wins. God Wins. Don't forget that. And help support our channel. And we got a lot of good content. It's going to be sports, politics, the good Lord, the truth, and a lot of different related things. We'll be supporting Jerome. We'll be supporting others that are out there trying to do what's right. And I really look forward to it, Chadwick.
And Kelly, you're going to be out on the streets doing street interviews. We have an awesome event coming up, AmFest.
AmFest, that's right. We'll be at AmFest, recording from there. We'll be doing media. We'll have full access there. And look forward to that. We got another Patriots in the Streets coming up in February from, once again, the Super Bowl. And this year it's going to be in Las Vegas. We don't know who's going to be playing, but we'll be there to participate and take the temperature of the folks in our country at that time. And we may be having some fireworks between now and then. We got December, January, February, and there's a lot of things going on in our country. So hold on tight and be ready, and we'll be out there covering it.
Why don't you close this out, letting us know, you wanted to let everyone know what's happening tonight. Remember, there's a little something going on at the same time?
Yeah, right now. We'll probably cover this on a future segment because I think it's going on right now, so we can't, we're not looking at it. But that is the big governor debate with Ron DeSantis of Florida, red state, and Governor Gavin Newsom of California. Boy, it's left and right coast, left coast. It couldn't be more different. But I like Governor DeSantis. I think he's made some mistakes trying to go in and butt heads with President Trump. He's not going to win that battle. But compared to Newsom and how he ran Florida over the last several years, and what Newsom has done to California, driving into the ground, Los Angeles, San Francisco, and just all their social policies, it's just it's unbelievable. So we'll go back and take a look at that debate, some of the highlights, I'm sure, here at some point in time. But we'll be bringing you the timely hot topics. And in the meantime, support Liberty Report. And we've got a lot of good content out there. Tom Aldhouse will be having his interviews, just incredible. He is the originator of the original Matrix movie. And I know that you covered kind of what happened with that and how kind of Hollywood hijacked that, and his two sons were obviously, I will just say, negatively impacted. They're no longer with us, if you know what I'm saying. And it's part of those guys that I don't think are good guys. So watch Chadwick. You got great content. I'm glad that I can help support the channel. I'll continue to do so. I look forward to the Patriots in the streets. Look forward to Liberty Report Live with Kelly J. Patriot. And until next time, God bless you. God bless America. And keep fighting the fight, because at the end, God wins, and we know that. And support us by using that promo code with MyPillow. And we know that MyPillow works, Chadwick, don't we?
Yeah.
We know it works. Remember, at your home studio, I'm there watching you interview Jake, or you interview, I think, Jake, and doing some other things. Yeah. And I was resting, and all of a sudden, I pulled up that MyPillow, the little travel pillow, and
out like a baby.
Later, like I'm dozing, maybe 20 minutes later, I think you have a before and after picture, so we'll have to pull that up.
Yeah, we'll break down the video. There's Andrew Callahan came here and interviewed Q Shaman, right? And during the interview that took place right here, Kelly J. Patriot is nodding off on the MyPillow. It was good stuff.
Oh, they work. And they got great products, slippers, sheets, pillows. They all got great products. And Mike Lindell is a true patriot. All the hits he has taken just simply for standing up for the truth, standing up for our country, and standing up for President Trump. And we'll continue to do the same ourselves, because there's right and there's wrong, and that's only right. And that's how I grew up, and I'm not changing.
Well, thank you for the announcement, Kelly. I have to ask you one question that we have to clear up, because you said people are calling you this name. So I want to ask you, Kelly, are you a Nazi?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. This was BLM and Antifa, and it's kind of like the Democrats, Chadwick. They kind of project. They project things against other people, and it's really things that they are and things that they do. And once again, that boomerang's going to be coming around real soon, and we'll see who's standing at the end of the day.
Yeah. I know for a fact you're one of the most loving of all types of people, caring people, good heart. So it's just crazy that people just say things just to say them,
That's right. That's right. They call people a racist. That word has no meaning anymore because it's been misused so much. And, it's just, once again, it's been Groundhog Day and Opposite Day for a couple of years. And I think that's about over, and it couldn't happen soon enough.
Good stuff. Well, again, main point of tonight is to let everyone know every Thursday, right here on Liberty Report, we're going to have a segment. It's going to be Kelly J. Patriot's very own segment called Liberty Report Live with Kelly J. Patriot. And like Kelly just let us all know what he's going to be breaking down. I encourage everyone to tune in, mark on your calendars. It's going to be a consistent show that I look forward to. And thanks again for coming on, Kelly, and making that announcement today.
Thank you, Chadwick. And my final words are, get down, Willie Brown, says Kamala.
Woo! Good stuff. See you next week, guys.
California politics, you'll know what I'm talking about, because she basically slept her way upstream.
Hey, facts. Facts here on the Liberty Report. See you guys next week at 5 o'clock. We'll have content coming all week long, but you'll see Kelly J. Patriot live next Thursday at 5 o'clock.
Pacific Standard Time. See
you guys then.
Take care. God bless you, and God bless America. Keep fighting the fight.